So the date is June 7th, 2021. The time is now 6:32. This is the public speak out portion of the join. Them to join, but I just want to remind residents that at or before 6:30, we will end the public speak out and councilors will enter the regular meeting scheduled for 7 p.m. Everyone will have up to 3 minutes to speak, and I would just ask that those individuals who are speaking, please just state your name and address for the record before starting. So first, and I see the only person here so far is Ms. Janae McDonald. So I'll give you the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, everyone. As you know, my name is Janae McDonald, and for the record, I reside at 28 Sycamore Street here in Springfield, Massachusetts. So I'm here to talk about some parking regulations, specifically in Ward 4. So in mid-May, residents of DeMorland Street received parking tickets as a result of sudden placement and enforcement of no parking signs. As a result, I assisted residents with petitioning the Traffic Commission to have the signs removed. Today, or this morning, the Traffic Commission voted to remove the no parking signs from DeMorland Street and forward the item to the City Council for final approval. Upper Hill Neighborhood Council Chair, Ms. Adrienne Osborne, was in attendance this morning as well, and actually requested that a full review be done of other streets relative, to the Neighborhood Council. To that end, Councilor Letterman and Brown are attempting to put forward an amendment to the rules of the road regulation from 1923 to expand beyond DeMorland Street as part of tonight's City Council agenda. The streets listed in the amendment are not comprehensive of the concerns of all the residents who are being impacted. For example, there are residents on Mapledale Street who want their signs addressed too, which is not in the amendment. I've also heard from residents on Eastern Ave and Conklin, which are not on the list. Furthermore, this list includes other streets in Upper Hill neighborhood. And again, Ms. Osborne was not contacted or consulted about this, which seems to be becoming a common practice and is raising concerns about if any other resident neighborhood councils, are aware of this attempted change in addition to the actual residents that live there. This amendment, as it's being presented, falls short of what is needed in the district. And while I appreciate the councilor's intentions, there's a larger conversation that needs to be had about this. And we need to get a pulse on what residents actually want. While the residents on DeMorland Street may want them removed, there are other residents that may want certain signs to stay or all of their signs to stay. So there needs to be a comprehensive review of the parking regulations with the residents' buy-in. And if changes are going to be made, it's imperative that residents have input. Finally, I just want to add that the Traffic Commission at this morning's meeting did note that they could pull the parking regulations of the entire district, but they would need time to do that, which is another reason why I'm requesting that the item that you all will be hearing tonight should be sent to committee for a more appropriate review. So that concludes my statement, and I'm pretty sure I'm close to 3 minutes. So thank you.
Right, thank you, Ms. McDonald, for your testimony this evening. And all I am seeing now are councilors. I know we had another person scheduled for a public speak out, but I do not see them on the call today. Is that Sue, are you on the call? Okay, I think that's Councilor Allen. With that being said, I'll adjourn public speak out at this time. Councilor Walsh.
Oh, yes, I certainly want to make a statement because I was at the Traffic Commission meeting this morning. I do serve on the Traffic Commission, and they were very willing and interested in hearing from the residents and helping them out with this particular process, and also looking into other areas in the city. And I totally agree that we should get input from all the residents on a big move like this. And as Chair of Maintenance and Development, I'd be very happy to schedule meetings to get the input before we vote on this. One interesting thing, however, though, that was mentioned, and Janai, you may remember at the meeting, that if you do remove the no parking signs, anybody can still park there. So I think that's something that has to be taken into consideration. Also, the Traffic Commission raised concerns about the emergency vehicles having access And so there's quite a few things to look at on this issue, but I'm very happy to look into it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Walsh. Councilor Letterman, I'll pass the mic to you. I don't want this to become a place where we deliberate, as this is only a public speak out. But if it's on relative to the item, Councilor Letterman.
Certainly, Mr. President. Yeah, we'll refrain from any deliberation. Just certainly to point out that any vote by the Traffic Commission always requires final approval by the City Council, including the vote this morning. And so, really, this is just intended to get that conversation started. Certainly, I've maintained my 2 terms on the City Council, extraordinarily positive relationships with our neighborhood councils, both here in Ward 4 and across the city of Springfield. So everybody should be involved. Simply doing a survey of the streets, and I did have Maple Dell here actually as an amendment for this evening, but just wanted to get the Traffic Commission's thoughts on the public safety side of it. At this point. So we can certainly deliberate as to what to do during the meeting. I think everybody's goal is exactly the same, which is just arriving at a fair process and a fair result for the residents that are living in and around AIC and Springfield College, because certainly it seems like the regulations are pretty outdated at this point.
Thank you, Councilor. I see someone who has just joined us with a Sancheza name. Can you please identify yourself?
Hi, my name is Awilda Sanchez. Do you hear me?
Hi, Wilda, did you sign up for public speak out today?
No, I just wanted to listen in.
Oh, okay, perfect, thank you. Well, at this point, because there is no other public testimony or speak out, I will adjourn this meeting and we councilors will get started for our 7 o'clock regular.